everyone, my name is Siti Nazira binti Ibu alias Rizal. My matric number is MS241031685. So today I will talk about my part. My part is introduced to the issue. Okay, stress is physical and emotional response that occurs when a person feels overwhelmed by demands or challenges that are difficult to manage. Among students, stress often stems from academic pressure such as heavy work list, examination, and competition for high grades. According to the World Health Organization, 2023, high level of stress can negatively affect students' learning performance and mental health. Recently, several local news reports have highlighted an increase in stress and anxiety cases among students after the COVID-19 pandemic, indicating that this issue is becoming increasingly concerning in education instruction. Thank you.
My name is Nuradawati binti Yubin alias Duin. My number matric is MS241031654. In this presentation, I will talk about the relationship between stress and the learning process. Also, the internal effect of stress on student motivation and focus. Stress becomes a significant factor affecting student academic performance, mental well-being, and overall development. Educational stress arises from various sources including academic pressure, high expectation, and competitive environment that lead to unavoidable aspect in education that is affecting student academic with the increasing academic demands, competitive environment, and expectation from teacher, parents, and society, resulting student experience overwhelming pressure. While a certain level of stress can be beneficial in motivating students to performing better, by that it could be explained the stress they experience is affecting their cognitive abilities, emotional well-being, and academic success. Besides that, it was self-reported by students experience ongoing stress relating to their education, which referred to as academic-related stress, such as pressure to achieve high marks and concern about receiving poor grades. Moderate stress can be enhance performance, but excessive stress impairs concentrations, memory retention, and problem-solving skills. Chronic stress leads to burnout, reduced motivation, and academic disengagement. Also, stress contributes to test anxiety, resulting in lower academic achievement and impaired cognitive functional. This could be explained as stress not just affecting academic performance but also severe emotional and psychology consequences. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Natra binti Saleh, matric number MS241031502. Today I will present section 2.0 Psychological Analysis. Stress can be defined as a state of mental tension or worry caused by challenging situations. It's natural human response that prepare us to face challenge and threats. While everyone experiences stress, the way we respond to it affects our overall well-being. To understand how stress affects the body, psychology often refers to General Adaptation Syndrome or GAS. This theory will explain that the body responds to stress in three stages, which is stage 1, alarm stage, stage 2, resistance stage, and stage 3, exhaustion stage. Stage 1, alarm stage. The alarm stage is the body's immediate reaction to stress. When a threat is detected, the hypothalamus activates the sympathetic nervous system and releases stress hormones such as adrenaline, preparing the body for a fight or flight response. Physical effects include increased heart rate, higher blood pressure, faster breathing, and reduced digestive and immune activity. Common symptoms are chest pain, palpitation, headache, muscle tension, and dizziness. Stage 2, resistance stage. If stress continues, the body moves into the resistance stage. Here it reduces the alarm response and tries to adapt to ongoing stress. Tissue adapt into way. Number 1, homotrophic adaptation, which is enhancing normal function. Number 2, heterotrophic adaptation, which is adjusting or transforming to perform additional function. The body also maintains a balance of defense mechanism, allowing it to sustain function under prolonged stress. The last stage is exhaustion stage. Finally, if stress is too intense or prolonged, the body reaches the exhaustion stage. High cortisol levels begin to negatively affect the circulatory, digestive, immune, and other systems. Systems are similar to the alarm stage, but the body can no longer cope. Prolonged stress may lead to resource depletion, permanent damage, or even death. In conclusion, Self-Gas theory helps us understand the physiological process behind stress. Recognizing this stage emphasizes why stress management is essential for maintaining both health and effective learning. Now I will explain the short-term and long-term effect of stress on the student brain. This topic is important because stress influences how students think, feel, behave, and perform in their study. Let's begin with short-term stress. Short-term stress can sometimes give temporary boost in memory and focus. For example, a student may suddenly concentrate better when rushing to complete a task. However, this effect does not last long. When short-term stress occurs too frequently, it brings several negative impacts. Students may find it difficult to concentrate, become easily irritated, or lose interest in lesson and activity. This change can interfere with memory, thinking, and problem-solving ability. Short-term stress also affects three major aspects of the brain. First, affect concentration and memory, making it harder for students to focus or remember information. Next, affect emotion, leading to feeling of sadness, anxiety, or worry. The last one is reduce motivation. Students may stop enjoying activity they used to love, which eventually lowers their productivity. Now let's move to long-term. Long-term stress is more harmful because it causes lasting change to the brain structure. Studies show that long-term stress can shrink the hippocampus, which is responsible for memory, and weaken the prefrontal cortex, which manages planning, decision-making, and self-control. This means that learning becomes more challenging over time. Long-term stress also affects students in several ways. Cognitively, they may struggle to focus, their brain become unsettled and sensitive, emotional and behaviorally. They may become easily discouraged, lose their patience, and withdraw from social interaction. In terms of overall mental health, long-term stress can reduce their self-confidence as they face difficulty in both academic performance and social situations. In conclusion, short-term and long-term stress have significant impact on the student brain. While short-term stress may give great focus, long-term stress can damage brain structure and affect student thinking, emotion, and behavior. Understanding this effect helps us support students better and encourage healthy way of managing stress. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Jacinta Juanis, metric number MS241031657. First, I will talk on how stress interferes with student academic performance. First, stress causes students hard to focus on classes. Next, stress makes students tired physically, that cause the lack of rest and tired. Also, stress can trigger anxiety and depression. Last but not least, stress makes students unmotivated and several procrastinating. Now let's talk about about comparison between positive stress, eustress, and negative stress, distress. Eustress is a positive form of stress that motivates, meanwhile distress is a negative form of stress that overwhelms. Next, eustress increases excitement, motivation, and energy, but distress causing anxiety, worrying, and frustration. Eustress improves performance and productivity, meanwhile distress reduces concentration and efficiency. And lastly, eustress encourages problem solving and creativity, meanwhile distress leads to mistake, avoidance, and burnout. Now let's move on to the example of student situation. For eustress, student preparing for competition or exam that push them to do their best, and student meeting the deadline that motivate them to stay focused. For distress, student that feel overwhelmed by too many exam and assignment, and student facing unrealistic deadline that cause them panic.
Hello everyone, my name is Nur Alia Christina binti Mustafa. My metric number is 241031454. Today I will be presenting the first part of the practical recommendation. So, practical recommendation, the first one that we recommended is to manage time wisely. By managing time wisely, it prioritizes academic tasks to stay organized and reduce overload. It also sets specific, realistic goals and break large assignments into smaller steps. Create a daily study schedule that balances study, rest, and leisure. It also regularly review and adjust plans based on progress. The last one is also to use planners or mobile apps to track tasks and deadlines. The second recommended practical is to maintain a healthy lifestyle. So, by maintaining a healthy lifestyle is to put a strict diet on, not a strict diet, but a balanced meal to maintain a healthy nutrition intake. Eating balanced meals support focus and energy levels. Second is to exercise. By exercising means including light physical activities by walking, stretching to release stress and improving our moods. The third one is sleep. Maintaining consistent sleep patterns to strengthen memory and concentration. The last one is by balance. By balance means combining study with self-care and relaxation to prevent burnout. That's all from me.
Assalamualaikum. Hi, my name is Muhammad Ashraf bin Muhammad Said. My number matrix MC25013399. Today, I want to present 3 practical recommendations that school and teachers can apply to reduce student stress and support better learning. First, strengthening counseling and support system helps students manage emotional challenge, which improves their focus and memory. Second, using flexible teaching approach such as differentiated instruction and short mindfulness break can reduce pressure and support different learning needs. Lastly, organizing awareness and stress management programs help students build healthy coping skills and create a more positive and supportive school environment. Altogether, these strategies promote student well-being and lead to better learning outcomes. That's all for me. Thank you.
In conclusion, stress is an important issue that needs to be addressed among students because it affects the academic, emotional, and mental aspect. Although stress is also an inevitable part of student life, it exists naturally in the learning and personal development process and can be controlled through a smart and balanced approach. Regular time management, a healthy lifestyle, and support from teachers and school can help students deal with stress more effectively. In addition, awareness and counseling programs also play an important role in guiding students to build self-resilience and emotional management skills. Therefore, as students, teachers, parents, and school must work together to create a positive learning environment so that students can achieve academic success while maintaining mental and emotional health.